The Banyan Tree. Sagardas of Palipur was known to be an extremely good man. One day, while he was returning from a distant village, he was greeted by Sushil, a man from a neighboring village. It seems you are coming from far, observed Sushil. Yes, a merchant owed me some money. I went to realize the amount, replied Sagardas. Sir, it must be a good amount. Otherwise, you could have sent your servant to realize it, observed Sushil once again. Well, it is 500 rupees, said Sagardas. Then, as courtesy demanded it, he asked Sushil, Where are you going? Sushil drew a heavy face. Wiping his eyes, he said, Sir, must I narrate my misfortune to you? The monsoon is about to set in. I have not been able to repair my thatch. I don't know how my children would live under the leaking roof. I am looking for a loan of 200 rupees. I will pay back the loan as soon as I have raised the new crop. I have already been to 3 money lenders, but in vain. Sagardas had declared that he had money with him. How can he pass by a man who was in such dire need of a part of it? Sushil, he said, you may take the amount you need from me. I hope you will return it in a year's time. Sir, why should I let a year pass? I will pay it back in 6 months, exclaimed Sushil. Sagardas gave him the amount and Sushil bowed to him and thanked him profusely. But 2 years passed and Sushil did not pay Sagardas his due. Several times Sagardas saw Sushil in the weekly market, but Sushil avoided him. However, one day they came face to face. Sushil, what about my money? Asked Sagardas. Your money? What do you expect me to say about your money? Asked Sushil in turn. Sagardas immediately understood that Sushil plans to play treachery with him. He stared at him. Don't show your red eyes to me, shouted Sushil. Some people who knew both Sagardas and Sushil well and who were passing by were surprised. Sagardas told them what had happened between Sushil and himself. They led the two to the landlord of the locality who was famous for his wit and wisdom. The landlord heard the case and asked Sagardas, Who was the witness to your giving money to Sushil? None. We met under a banyan tree. There was nobody nearby, said Sagardas with a sigh. How do you say so? The banyan tree itself is the witness, said the landlord. Go and ask the banyan tree to come here, he added. Sagardas looked on at the landlord in utter disbelief. But the landlord told him once again to go and call the banyan tree. Sagardas went away. All those present there wondered if the landlord had gone mad. Sushil was also confused. Does the landlord know any magic by which he might bring the banyan tree there? He kept standing with anxiety. Half an hour passed. The landlord looked at Sushil and asked in a very casual tone, Why is he so late? How far is the banyan tree? Sir, the banyan tree is a mile away. He cannot be back here so soon, replied Sushil. Which banyan tree? Asked the landlord meaningfully. By then it was too late for Sushil to come out with an explanation. You liar! You ungrateful creature! Bring Sagardas's money at once or you will be severely punished, said the landlord. All praised the landlord's wisdom. Sushil had to return Sagardas's money. The people of the locality lost their faith in Sushil forever. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Do provide your feedback in the comment section below. Thanks for listening.